the features we need for our navigation bar. So but our page is looking very ugly, so let's make it work. First of all, I want to add the blue that we have there. Look at the blue. So go back there, call on the header on your CSS page environment. Before I do that, I need to work on the background, my web page. So I will call on the body, tell body background. I want it to be brown. It's not really what the kind of brown I mean. Yeah, something like this. So preview, you see it is taking shape now. So we need this blue. So let's go back to the blue. For that, I can also say that my font family is sans serif, and then margin should be 0 pixel, so that my margin will be smooth, padding 0 pixel. I just want to have smooth edge to edge design, edge to edge, no gap between. If not, look at what we have. There will always be gaps. You see the gaps, the kind of gaps, we don't need it in our life here. So you need to reverse it back so that those edge to edge designs can be achieved. Like in your smartphone, it will rhyme very close to your smartphone edges. Look at it. See, no space, no gap at all. So let's go back to our design. So right now we want to focus our attention on this very thing I've said earlier, the navigation blue bar. So we come down here and call the header. It is not a class, so you don't need to put any full stop, just calling header. Hello header, come. So we say your background should be blue, but not this kind of blue. We want something thick, something very bluish. Yeah, so it has taken that shape. It's not gonna look fine. Don't worry, it's looking very big. So we want him to have some kind of font color. Any colors inside it should be white. So the right top should be white. You see the links are not white. Don't worry about that. So for the links found inside you, tell him UA equal to color white, and then the text decoration none, so that the links will not have any kind of underlines in it. Don't worry, I removed this. It's not a class. It has taken shape. See, or a beautiful shape it has. So now let's work on this image. Control him, so before it start controlling us, we have to go to the logo area, target the logo area, talk to him. So I'll talk to the logo area. Is a class. How do we know that it is a class? See, it's div class equal to, that is how we know. And each one that starts with a class, you need to put the dot and then start by saying the weight should be around a kind of 12% of the screen, and then you should allow others to stay by side with him. So I would like to call it display inline table, which is not bad. But if you don't want, there's other ways to approach this. So right now we need to work on the image. So you talk to the logo area, your IMG, the weight should be something like around 10% of the screen size. See, you have forced him to respect himself, which is very small. Let's make 50% of the screen. Yeah, this is not bad. So we want him to have a border radius of around 100 pixels. It will smoothen off itself. Good, very good. So right now we want him to give an edge. The logo area should stay away from the left hand side of the screen, around 20 pixels. So there will be gap here. This is not good. You can use 50, so that it will be much here. And then the top. So imagine top. You want something like 10 pixels, which is not bad. Yes, this is good. But you want to increase the size to 15. The logo can be 25, so that it will be bigger, 25% of the screen. Yeah, much better. So right now I think 20 will be fine. So right now we need to make the Pascal Arena be in line with the logo, just like what we have on this image. So let's work on that. First, let me find out where this guy stopped. So let's background. Let's give him the background color and see it's very small. So let us increase him to something about, let it consume about 40% of our screen. It's still not good enough. So 40% of our screen is supposed to be big enough. So what is going on there? Oh, okay. So look at what it is showing us. We're working with a bigger screen. So let us reduce this image. It is not good for him to be this oversized. This is still oversized. So 10, like 10 is far more better. So, and then the header, we can make the H1 to come up. So we talk to this guy, an element in you called H1, make him to stay side by side with whatever border that he has. It's coming up now. So tell to the image, tell him that the vertical line should be top so that they can allow him to come up a little bit, but it's not yet well placed. So we force the top minus 10. So let's see, it's trying to force him to go up, but he is not going anywhere. Why? We need to place this guy in a container. Hold logo. I'll tell him to hold the logo. So let us make him hold the logo. Width should be something like around 15% of the screen, and then the image inside it should take 100% of his size. Yeah, so it's actually him that I should now be telling that his display should be inline. We can use flex, but for now let's not work with flex. We'll come back to flex. So you know the reason why we're using flex. Vertical align, top. Yeah, so we can remove this minus 10 for this vertical, the header, so it will be well placed at the center. So the logo now can be dropped to 70. Yes, it's far more better now. So can make it 75. Better. So we can remove the background color from pink to this. Beautiful. So this is what we have this design replicated here. If this class is playing so fast, please slow it down. Reduce your pace, the speed at which the video is playing. But if not, I can reduce my speed. Please remember that this is a video. You can replay it over and over again to grab what I'm saying. So let's go straight to the navigation bar. We want to achieve this objective. It should all line up here in capital letters with hover effect. So let's go and do that. So we talk to the navigation bar. So before we talk to the navigation bar, remember that we have this guy consuming, we called it the logo area. They consumed a whole lot of space, which you want to know by assigning a background color to it. See, they consume from here to here. So let us reduce it a little, like 30 is not bad. Yeah, from here to here. So our logo area is supposed to do much better. Yeah, so not the logo area, I mean the navigation bar should do much better. So you should consume something from here to here. So we go get the class name, and I will call him here and say his weight. If this guy is taking 30, what is left is 70. So by the time I was working with 70, work with 60. I want to give him a background color that will give us a look of what it looks like. So look at him, and then wanting to stay side by side with this guy. Let us just use flex for 1 minute. Let's go to the header. Just tell him that the display is flex. Display flex. It will force every guy to stay with each other. Yeah, sharp sharp without any disturbance. So let us make it like 5. I lengthen it a little bit. I want all the text in it to go to the right side of the page. The lengthening is too much. I want this same gap to be here. We are working in a way that our work is not really well defined because our header covered both edges of the screen that you're seeing. But later on in the subsequent design, work with targeted classing that will make everything stand straight. Remember, this is just the first introductory class on CSS and HTML. So we have to shift every write-up on that to the right hand of the screen so that all these write-ups will go this side. Yes, and then we can remove the colors because we have already known the area that our work covered. So we're good. The next thing now is to remove these bullets. We don't need it. So talk to the navigation bar because he gave birth to this. See, the navigation bar gave birth to these other elements. So we'll talk to them. So tell him that the UL, which is on ordered list, the list style type, list style stroke type is none. See, it has vanished. So right now you talk to that same order, tell him that the display should be inline table, that they all line up at a straight line. Yes, but they should have margin, the margin both vertical and horizontal, vertical for 5 pixel, horizontal for 22 pixel. So yes, they are spaced out. I want them to space out a little bit. 26 is fine. So I want them to be in capital letters, just like what you are seeing right here. So say text transform uppercase. So they are now in uppercase. Yep. So right now we want to give them a background. So let's find out the background. The background should be purple. So let's see, start what we have here. Yes, it's a little bit purple, but it's very tiny. So we want it to cover edge to edge areas like this one we have here. So we'll tell him that the padding should be around 20 pixels. Let's say the padding is good. It's very good, but here the margin top and bottom that we gave it is affecting him. So remove it. Let's see, yes, they are flushing together. So with that, I can say the margin should be 0 pixels so that it will smoothen up itself, but it's not doing that. So okay, no worry, no need to worry about it. So let's just do this. It's supposed to be in between blue. Okay, yeah, okay, this is fine. So but the edges are supposed to rhyme from edge to edge, no gap. So this gap has to be killed. So I will find out what is taking this gap. So let us find out. We have to work on the logo. I think this logo is the guy forcing the gap to be there. So let us reduce the logo image size and see what will become of it. No, it's not actually the logo image that is causing it.